episode of What If the World Blew Up, we will be seeing episode 36, which will be a big episode for the series, and I'll show you in a while, in a bit. So, I just want to clear anything up here. One, I had to redraw borders because I forgot to save again. You're probably thinking, again? And yeah, I know, it's really annoying, and also, I haven't recorded an episode in like 3 weeks. Yeah, I need to catch up on these. So, and this is exactly why I pre-recorded like a bunch. It's because I didn't want this to happen. So, let's just get right in. The thing we are going to do is the Horn of Africa update. Bum, 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 bum. And I don't want to spoil anything, so skip like 10 seconds ahead if you don't want spoilers. But this might be the last Horn of Africa update, like, ever. So, with that spoiler out of the way, we will have our Horn of Africa update, and the green team has attacked the... It's a fly here. So, the green team has attacked the the indigo team, and they are surprisingly doing pretty well at this point. I don't remember what I said in the previous video, but it's about 1830, I'd say. I don't remember what I said in the last episode. We're gonna go with that now. But they will manage to encircle this area, and they will take it, and the Indigo team will surrender. And that will be it for your Horn of Africa update, as, yeah, you can't afford to have too much happening here for the plot. So, yeah, plot stuff. And over here, this new union that formed last episode, and immediately after war, this will cause not too good things to happen because they're really weak. So this will cause a civil war. A civil war will break out in this nation with different factions appearing like everywhere. There's a red faction in like Anatolia. There's like a green faction down here. There's a green faction. And these two factions will work together to bring down this nation. And the red rebels will link up and they will like connect, which will cut supply lines to the northern parts up here. So that they're basically screwed because the supply lines have been officially cut unless they want to go around, but that's going to take a while. And they've just cut that off too. So yeah, these are officially surrounded, which is not good. Well, I guess they can get naval support, but it's not too much naval support. But the area is going to fall basically, which is not good. The green areas will also link up. There's 4 countries that are closely watching this at the moment. This red team, Iran, the purple team, and Egypt are closely watching to see when they can take advantage of the situation if it gets out of hand. As the Green Rebellion continues to take more territory and pushes towards the coastline, as that's kind of their goal at the moment, is to take the coastline so they can get coastline, which they will manage to successfully take. They take this coastline. So now the Middle Eastern Union is struggling to survive at the moment because it's a very weak state. Like, it's politically divided every freaking way. And there's literally like half the government is spies at this point. Like, it's not good. Half of them are spies for either the rebellion or other nations. So, and the first foreign power to get involved will be, you guessed it, the purple team, as the purple team will launch a attack from the south. Well, duh, but they can't, because like, these guys have all the forces up here, so they can't really stop things from the south, as they will start their offensive by taking the Iran border from these guys, so then Iran can't join as much, or at least can't do as much, which kind of makes Iran angry. It's like, they definitely were not planning to join the war. Why would you think that? And they will quickly take more territory until the brown team can get their troops there, which doesn't really do anything, because remember, brown team is weak AF. And this will not be good, as this will also give Egypt the courage to also join, and they will take territory which is way more valuable than the land that the purple team's taking, which is mainly just desert. And this will basically completely collapse the nation, and the red team takes some of the land. The entire government will just collapse. So, well, yeah, there's just there's like a land rush here, because the entire government kind of collapsed because nobody really knew who the ruler was, because the ruler definitely did not get assassinated. The ruler got assassinated, and there wasn't a really defined succession, and yeah, got screwed up, got screwed by that. So let's see how this land will be divided. So this would be the peace treaty. The red team is now a nation, the green team is now a nation, and the green team took a lot of territory because nobody really knew who wanted it, so the green team just took it. Egypt got a good amount of land here. The purple team kind of just got this, which is kind of just desert, so they're the real losers. Well, not really. And then this orange team was formed out of stuff nobody wanted, so very unstable nation. I'm just gonna say that. And they are unstable AF. So, and Iran is the real loser because, well, they didn't react fast enough, or so did the red nation. They didn't react fast enough to get in on this, so you got nothing. The Middle East is doing more Middle East things, so we'll get back to that later. Maybe not, I don't know. Over here, the yellow team will make a quick invasion of this city-state. Oops, they've already lost, and this will be the shortest war in current history, or I guess in the history of this thing so far, at a record low of 1 hour and 18 minutes. Wow, that's a quick war. I almost said short and quick at the same time. Yeah. This is the shortest war to ever happen at this point, which is surprising because that doesn't sound that short. I thought that would have been short, but there's no really small nations at the moment because, well, that wouldn't really work for the series. So yeah, well, I guess you guys could say these guys are small, but. And over here in the Middle East, yes, we're back here again, there will be a new alliance formed between some nations. The Star Alliance will be formed between, this is the wrong colour, between this red nation, the green nation, and Egypt as a defense pact similar to the old Pentagon Alliance, which collapsed. This one is meant to be like a smaller pact, though, between just these three nations to protect them from outside, European, mainly, influence, because, well, these guys, it's basically just Egypt projecting influence on these two nations, which is kind of the exact thing they didn't want, but still. But they will be, I don't know. Okay. I don't know. So, in Europe, tensions continue to simmer under the surface, as most governments don't want to make their public worried about a conflict, so they just don't say anything. Most nations are trying to find a peaceful solution, and we are going to get to the Swedish Civil War now. I definitely did not forget about it. Oh, I didn't forget about it, I was just stalling. So, and I don't remember what I said in the last episode, because one side was triangle supporters and the other was like, like, what's the shape again? Diamond supporters, right? I don't remember which side I said was which, so we're gonna go with this. The red side is the diamond supporters, and the green side is the triangle supporters. So we're gonna go with that. And when I redid the borders, it looks way better, because it wouldn't just be a straight line, there'd be like pockets everywhere. The red side will start their advance by like linking up these areas, which will cause a fallback here. But the Greens will fight back just as hard by taking the Estonian region, which is a big blow. And this island or something up here will fall over to the red. And they will have their major successes here, because this is where because this is the biggest area. This area has like 2 people. This is where the smartest people is. But the smartest, they will continue to push into these guys, and the green leaders are very incompetent, like stupidly incompetent for some reason. I don't know, plot reasons. that's literally like the most like that's basically the reason for everything in like. Oh, this isn't a scripted series. It's kind of just when something pops into my head, I do it. Like, I don't really know. The whole Middle East thing came into my head like 5 minutes before I recorded this. It probably came in after I started, honestly. But the red team will make advances in here, but they will face resistance when the closer they get to the capital city, and they will get pushed back. Up here, the greens will push them back a little bit, but these guys know that if they hold out long enough, they can survive, or like join Norway or something, I don't know. And basically, like, the whole world wants the red side to win. They don't publicly say this, but the triangles are way too powerful, and they can literally take on anybody at the moment, because they have the top 2 strongest nations in the entire world. So yeah, they need a bit of a nerf. But we'll see if that comes with their loss here, if they lose. And the greens will continue to push them back. And the greens are the pro triangles, remember? I think that's what I don't remember what I said at this point. So they will begin getting supplied by the triangles, and the reds with the diamonds, and they will continue to push the diamonds back, because, well, they have numbers, because they have the capital city with the majority of the population. Like, Sweden will say before the Civil War had a population of about 40 million. We'll say 40. Well, no, that seems a bit too high for just this world. We'll say 20 million. And 15 of those 20 million live in the green team, so yeah, just do with that what you will. And the green team will continue pushing them back on the front line until they are entering proper red. The red team in the north is making slight gains, but it's nothing to make the leaders worried about it. So they'll send a portion of the force up here, but like 90% of the forces are down here, because it's like major front. And the red team will start pushing them back slightly, but not really. And then the greens will push their attacks back in the north. They will repel them. And the greens will take the entire area, as the greens managed to get 1 spy into high positions in the Northern Army. And into like the Northern Army, they managed to get 1 spy into a high position, where they got to basically learn about their entire attack and defense plans. So, yeah, good for them. And this will cause a massive dip in morale for the red troops, and they will get slowly pushed back into core red territory. Uh-oh. As the red team is losing, the Norway country here will launch a surprise invasion of the green team to stop them from winning. Because, like I said, the world quietly, but not so quietly at this point, wants the red side to win. So, the red side will begin getting supplied and send troops by Norway, and Norway will manage to cut off and take the entire northern area, push in to their territory, and to get them on their side. Well, they didn't really do anything. They just kind of offered them a little bit, like here. They kind of just offered them that, and that was good enough for them. Yeah. And then the red team would, with the green team distracted, will continue their advance. Well, I guess start a new advance. And they will make a new offensive down to the south, and they will encircle 30,000 troops. Well, we'll just say that. It's probably way less because that doesn't seem realistic, but we're gonna go with it. So the red team will push in, and at this point, the green team is crumbling. Norway isn't like strong. It's more like they just tipped the balance of power into the red team's favour when they were kind of just equal before, but not really, because the green team was winning, but Norway is like top 20, 30, they're not really good, so they're not good. But the red team will manage to break through defences at this strategic point, and the road to the capital is open, and then the capital city of the green team completely falls to the red team. So yeah, as the road was basically just empty, there was no troops there because they were all on the front. So this will lead to the fall of the green team, and that is the end of the Swedish Civil War. And now let's look at the peace treaty. Okay, so that is the peace treaty. The entire nation has become the pink team again. It's not the exact same pink because I didn't save it for some reason. Oh, it's because I haven't been. Well, it's because I couldn't. Well, because I don't. The thing is, I only save the things at the end of every episode, so I don't know why I don't. Well, I could probably not do that, but I can't be bothered. And also, the peace treaty. They lost a little bit of land up here, and they've become the pink team again. It's not the exact same colour because I didn't save it for some reason. No, I don't know. And now, as they were pro Diamond Squad, the third most powerful nation, well, I think maybe they're probably top 5 at least, will join the Diamond Squad. This was a big loss to the Triangle team. They still have the edge, I'd say, but like barely. It doesn't help when Norway joins. Yeah, Norway isn't powerful, but like, I mean, they still help. Like sometimes, I don't know. So that at the moment, the diamonds outnumber them, and so at the moment the Diamond Squad outnumbers them 3-6. They have double the amount of numbers, but numbers isn't everything. As we saw from that Civil War a minute ago, numbers is not everything. And the two most powerful nations could still, and like, or because like a bunch of nations haven't chosen their sides. They have I don't really know what the sound is anymore. Like, there's a lot of powerful nations that could choose a side, but they haven't. In the beginning of the episode, there was going to be a big event here. That was what I planned, but it seems we've run out of time. Well, we haven't run out of time. We have enough time for one last event, but it won't be that big event. You have to wait next week. Sorry. and the event will be as the orange. The event will be as the orange team will launch a surprise invasion of this blue nation here, as they used to own it. So, well, I guess a past version of them owned it, and they will now invade it, and they will swiftly take a butt ton of territory. Well, not a butt ton, but like a hand ton, I guess. As this is what they would take in the first week, which is still pretty low, honestly, for a nation of their size. As they were making maneuver to the south and make a cut-off, and yeah, oof, oof. They will lose and they will be annexed. So, yeah, and also the Star Alliance will be getting a new member. This, like, Egyptian puppet state, kind of, I think. Maybe they're not a puppet state anymore, but I remember they were like a puppet state. So they are going to join, and that will be it for this episode, guys. Stay tuned, and I'll see you next week.